what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is exciting, and I know I say that in all of my videos, but you guys, this one is very exciting because it is my Best of Beauty 2015. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically me telling you guys all of the products, all of the beauty, all of the makeup products, everything that I have been loving for the past year instead of the past month. So I'm gonna go ahead and warn you, this is gonna be long, so grab your snacks, grab your drinks, grab your wallet, because I know some of you are gonna wanna go ahead and purchase some of the things that I mentioned. So if you wanna see everything that I have been loving for this past year of 2015, stay tuned, okay? And also, I am filming in a different location in my beauty room, specifically for this video because I have all of my products spread out on my vanity. Instead of me trying to reach behind me, I can actually just reach beside me to grab the products to show you guys, okay? So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So the first products I want to tell you guys about are primers, and I'm not a huge fan of any primers. So I basically reached for two, as you can see. The first one I want to mention to you guys is a hangover primer. This is the Too Faced hangover primer. Last year I started wearing primers. Before that, I never wore a primer. So in 2015, that's when I really started wearing primers, because that's when I really learned how important it is to wear a primer. Excuse me. So last year, that's when I really learned how important it is to wear a primer. Before that, I was just putting on foundation without any type of base or anything on my face. And I noticed a huge difference when I started wearing primers. Now this one, the reason why I love this one is because it is a primer slash moisturizer. I love anything that has any type of moisturizer, any type of, you know, anything that's moisturizing to my face. If it's moisturizing, I'm gonna get it. So that is sorry guys, I just coughed my lungs up, so that's why I'm trying to catch my breath. But the Too Faced Hangover Primer, this has, it is infused with coconut, which is another reason why I love this stuff, because I love coconut. But it's very moisturizing to my skin, and I notice anytime or every time I put this on and then go on and put my foundation on, my foundation goes on much more smoother, more even. It's just amazing. So if you're not using any primers before you put on your foundation, definitely get your hands on a primer, whether it be, you know, a Smashbox primer or a drugstore primer. Even if it's the Too Faced Hangover Primer, definitely get your hands on a primer and then put your foundation on. And you guys will notice a huge difference. I know I did. So the Too Faced Hangover Primer is my all-time favorite primer ever. So yes. And then the next primer I want to tell you guys about is not really a primer. Well, I don't really use it as that. But I use this. This is the MAC Fix Plus. I use this to mix in with my foundation, if that kind of makes sense. So first I prime my face with the Too Faced Hangover Primer, and then I go in with my MAC Fix Plus, spritz it on my face, and then put foundation on my face before this dries. Now I know some of you have noticed me do that in some of my makeup tutorials. So basically what I do is, even if I put on my foundation first, I'll probably just dab on my foundation, and before I blend it in, I'll spray this on top, and then that is when I'll start blending in my foundation in my skin. I find that it works best for me when I do that. I don't like to use this as a setting spray or anything like that, because I feel like there's no purpose for it. That's just me, that's my opinion, but I like to use this to mix in with my foundation. And again, this also makes my foundation go on much more smoother, more even. It's just amazing. So yes, the MAC Fix Plus, love it. Okay, and the next products I want to tell you guys about are concealers. I have two concealers that have been my go-to concealers in 2015. First concealer I want to tell you guys about is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This one was actually my first concealer that I started using when I started using concealers. Again, before I started using concealers, I would just wear foundation. I would not wear any I would not wear any primers, any concealers, or anything like that. So when I put my makeup on, the first thing I would use, and the only thing that I would use on my face, is a foundation. So ever since I've been more in tune with YouTube and seeing more techniques with all of these different makeup artists, I just learned a lot more, and I feel like primers and concealers are a definite must if you are going to wear makeup. So the LA Girl Pro Concealer has been my go-to concealer. If not, I would use my Bare Mineral Stroke of Light. Now, this has been my absolute favorite concealer all year long, and I found myself using this more than any concealer I have in my collection. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys more about the LA Girl Pro Concealer before I actually go more in depth with the Bare Mineral Stroke of Light. Or if you have the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, this is an exact dupe of that concealer, okay? It has great coverage. It does not leave creases under your eyes. I'd say this is the exact dupe. They are the exact same. They have the same consistency. They feel the same, and they work just as good as each other. Now, if you are looking for a concealer that is very, very, very inexpensive, LA Girl Pro Concealer is what you need in your life. And I got these from my local beauty supply store. You can also get them online, on eBay, Amazon. You can just find these anywhere, basically. Now, moving on to the Bare Mineral Stroke of Light Concealer. I purchased this, I would want to say it was, I started wearing this concealer last year. I know last year, but I did not know anything about this concealer until, her name is Morgan. I'll link her channel down below in my description box, but I also follow her on Instagram, and she took a picture of this this concealer, and every time she also did a tutorial using it, and I felt like I needed it. Like I needed it right then. So basically I just use it under my eyes. I don't conceal any dark spots with this. I use this if I want to brighten up my face. So this has been my go-to. This has been my baby. This is actually the second one that I've gone through, and I'm almost already out of this one. So love this. Ugh, I love it. So yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go into foundations, and I only have 3 foundations that I want to tell you guys about that I have been loving this past year, that have been my go-to foundations that I just cannot put down, okay? The first one I want to tell you guys about is the NARS Weightless Luminous Foundation. And it's funny because my very first video here on YouTube was me raving about this foundation. And I think that was actually a Sephora haul, and I've just been connected to it ever since. I did start my channel back in February of 2015, and I have been loving this foundation ever since, okay? This foundation I like to use when in the summertime, and I know this is gonna sound very backwards, but a lot of people love a matte face in the summertime, but me, I don't. I like a luminous, glowy face in the summertime, only when I'm not out in the sun, okay? Because I love that glowy, dewy look, and I feel like this foundation does just that. It has great coverage. A little bit goes a long way. That's why I really love this foundation, because there's not many foundations out there where you can just use 2 to 3 pumps and it covers your whole entire face. This does just that. Okay, and another high-end foundation that I want to tell you guys about is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This foundation has been out for a good long time now. It didn't come out in 2015. I know it came out before then, but I did not purchase this until like the middle of 2015, I want to say. You guys, this is amazing, okay? Great coverage. It leaves your face really, I don't want to say really matte, but it does give you that matte look. So if you're not wanting a foundation that gives you a nice glowy, dewy look, Double Wear Foundation is where it's at. And this also goes a long way. Like a little bit of this goes a long way. I use maybe like 2 to 3 pumps if I really, you know, want that full coverage. But 2 to 3 pumps of this will get you right, okay? Okay, and the last foundation I want to tell you guys about, this one is a drugstore foundation and is my absolute favorite drugstore foundation ever, okay? And this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I am in the color Coconut, 355 Coconut. I just can't even tell you how amazing this foundation is. This is probably one of the best drugstore foundations you'll ever lay your hands on. And I'm not just saying that, like, I am so serious. So if this was not in a Maybelline packaging, like if this was in like maybe a Estee Lauder or Chanel or I don't know, Sephora brand or any high-end foundation packaging, if I could take this liquid and pour it into a high-end foundation glass or packaging or whatever you want to call it, if I could take this and pour it in one of those and just put it on a shelf inside a department store and have people test it out, they would not know this was a drugstore foundation. Like, I kid you not. It's even better than some of the high-end brands, so love it. Okay, moving on to setting powders. I never used a setting powder a day in my life until last year, okay? I was never fond of them. I thought they were just doing the most. I just thought they weren't needed until I really got into makeup last year, and I've seen so many reviews, so many makeup tutorials. The first one I want to tell you guys about is the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This is actually my very first setting powder that I ever purchased. I purchased this in the middle of 2015, I want to say. I know when Nitra put out her video, she put a video up, I think it was her monthly favorites, and this is all she was raving about. Like, she always raves about the Buttercup setting powder, and I told myself, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it and try it out. I may not know what I'm doing when I'm putting it on, but I'm gonna try it out. And I did, and I fell in love, okay? As you can see, it is very yellow, but when you put it on, it's not as yellow as you may think it is. But it does blend in. It does set my concealer perfectly. Like, I could go all day with this on, and it's just amazing. Like, I'll come home, look in the mirror, there's no creases, it's still set, it still looks flawless. Love it. The next setting powder I want to tell you guys about is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Now, let me tell you, when I tried this out, I didn't even touch the Sacha Buttercup setting powder anymore. And I hate to say that, I hate to do that to Sacha, but you guys, this has been my holy grail setting powder. It is so thin, like it's very finely milled, and it's just, it goes on like butter, and I feel like I can actually set my whole entire face with this. It does look white, so don't be alarmed by that, but once you put it on, it goes on clear. Love the Laura Mercier setting powder, love it, and I feel like I will not be touching my Sacha Buttercup setting powder again. I hate to say that, but before I got this, I was all about Sacha. Love that setting powder, okay? But this has been my holy grail, and this will always be my holy grail until something else comes out. So love it. Okay, moving on to blushes. I have 3 blushes that I want to mention to you guys. The first one is the MAC blush. This is in the color Swiss Chocolate. Now, I don't use this as a blush. I use this to bronze my face and also contour. Contouring has been a huge thing back in 2015. I never contoured, I never highlighted, I never done any of that until 2015. That's when I started getting more familiar with makeup, you know, getting better with my makeup. So I use this to contour and bronze. So if you are my skin tone or a little bit darker, this is perfect if you're wanting to bronze your face or, you know, just sculpt out your cheekbones. It is really hard for us women of color to find a bronzer. So I feel like this one does the trick, and it looks pretty dark on camera, and in person it looks like it's gonna be ashy on you, but I promise you it is the bomb. And I do have it on right now to kind of bronze up my skin. It's amazing, love it. And then the next blush I want to tell you guys about is called Sweet as Cocoa. This one is one of those blushes that you can just pop on and go. Like, it's one of those you don't really have to think about. Like, what blush am I going to wear today? Or I'm wearing this, I need to wear this color blush. Or I'm wearing this color lip, so I need to wear this color blush. No, it's one of those blushes that can go with basically anything, any look that you're going for. Sweet as Cocoa is that blush, and it has a little specks of glitter. Well, I wouldn't say glitter, it's just it's kind of shimmery, so it's one of those that you don't have to put on any highlight for. I was not familiar with this blush until my friend Faye pointed it out to me when we were in the MAC store. So I am loving this blush. I'm so glad that she pointed it out to me, because if not, to this day, I would not know about this blush, okay? Okay, and the last blush I want to tell you guys about is my all-time favorite blush. This is the NARS blush. This is in the color Seduction. Love this. This is one of those blushes that, same goes for the Sweet as Cocoa. This is also one of those that you can just throw on. You don't have to worry about, you know, what color lip you're going for, what color eye you're going for, what you're wearing. This is one of those blushes that you can just throw on, especially for us women of color. This is bomb. So if you're not sure of what color blush to go for and you are my skin tone, let me tell you, it is a struggle to find some products when you're this color, okay? So I am obsessed with this color. I did not know anything about Seduction until the Glam Twins talked about it, did a makeup tutorial on it. So I definitely had to pick it up after watching them do their makeup and seeing how it looked on them. So love it. Okay, and the next products I want to tell you guys about are highlighters. Highlighting and contouring was a huge thing in 2015. Again, I'll say I never worn a highlighter until 2015, okay? And I do have 4 of them that I want to tell you guys about that I am absolutely obsessed with. The first one I want to tell you guys about is one that I got from Forever 21. Yes, Forever 21 does sell makeup and they do have the bomb makeup, okay? Don't knock them, okay? Don't knock them. But this is a bronzer, but I use this as a highlighter. You guys, this is one of my favorite highlighters ever in my collection, and I am not kidding. This one and the Bobbi Brown highlighter glow, the Bobbi Brown bronze glow, I think that's what you call it, bronze glow. Oh, love it. So this one is in the color, I don't see a color on here, but go to Forever 21. Check out their makeup section. Go there, look at their highlighters. They have a lot of highlighters, lipsticks, lip glosses, you know, foundation. I don't think they have foundation. Eyeshadows, amazing. So go ahead and check them out. And this was like $3 or $4, I want to say. And the next highlighter I want to tell you guys about is, of course, the Bobbi Brown highlighter. This one did not come out in 2015. I think it came out before then. And when it came out, it was actually limited edition. But they did bring it back in 2015, and just look at it. There's not much to say about it because look at it. It's amazing. Love this highlighter, okay? Love it. And I cannot leave this one out. You guys know which highlighter I'm talking about. It is the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. And I do still have the little plastic in it because I'm weird like that. But you guys, this is one of the best highlighters that you could ever have in your collection. It complements every skin tone, and I am so appreciative of Jaclyn doing that. If you are unsure or if you are skeptical about this just by looking at it, check it out. Go to Sephora, swatch it. I don't think they have it in Sephora anymore. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. But it complements my skin tone well. So love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay? Love it. Let me put my plastic back in there. Okay, now we're moving on to mascaras. The first mascara I want to tell you guys about is the MAC Giga Black Lash Mascara. My friend Faye told me about this mascara, and of course I had to pick it up and make it my own. So I have been connected to it ever since. The reason why I love this so much is because of the brush. The brush is so small, and I do have a lot of mascaras in my collection, but I don't have many that have a small brush like this one. And I feel like mascaras with a small brush are very important because you don't want to have a huge brush and just apply mascara on your bottom lash and it just goes everywhere. So I feel like that is why I am so connected to this, because of the brush, and it really does separate my eyelashes. I also use it on my top lashes as well, but it does a great job with separating them and giving them length and volume, and I just love them. The next mascara I want to tell you guys about is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I hopped on this last year. This was I want to say in the beginning of the year. I do want to say it was the beginning of the year, but I have been loving this mascara ever since. The brush is huge. It gives you a lot of length, a lot of volume, and it's just, that's pretty much all I have to say about this mascara because it's just that good. Like, it gives you so much volume, and it's just like you're wearing lashes, but you're really not wearing false lashes, if you kind of get what I'm saying. So love this mascara. And then the next mascara I want to tell you guys about is also by MAC. This is the Hot and Naughty Too Black Lash Mascara. This is my favorite mascara ever by MAC Cosmetics, okay? This is actually the third one that I've gone through, and it has 2 ways to apply it, which is why I love it. The first way, you unscrew it like this, and you'll have a thick brush. which gives you so much volume, which I love. And then the next way, you unscrew it at the very top and it gives you a more thinner brush, which really is supposed to get the clumps out. But to be honest with you, this mascara is not clumpy at all, so I am obsessed. Love it. And then the last mascara I want to tell you guys about is a drugstore mascara. This is the Loreal Telescopic mascara. Everybody and they mama love this mascara, okay? And I see why. The brush is really tiny, as you can see, and it really separates your lashes. Like, it's so amazing. It really separates your lashes. It does not give you any clumps, and it's perfect for the bottom lashes. I like to use my Loreal Telescopic before I put on any other mascara. This is the first mascara I use for the bottom lashes, and then I go in with my MAC Giga Black Lash Mascara to complete my look for the bottom lashes. Love them, love them. Okay, moving on to a brow product. Now, I am still in the process of perfecting my brows and, you know, trying out different techniques. But if I'd have to pick out one brow product that I have been loving, that I have been using non-stop in 2015, that I'm still using, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. Okay, this is amazing, hands down. This is the best brow pencil that I have ever used. I have tried brow pencils from MAC. I also have tried them from the drugstore, but none of them compare to the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just dropped it. But none of them compare to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. Amazing. And I am in the color dark brown, if you are wondering. Moving on to lip products, and this is my favorite part of this video because I love lip products. The first lip products I want to tell you guys about are liquid lipsticks. Liquid lipsticks have been a huge hit in 2015. That's all everybody talks about. That's all these brands are bringing out, and they're everywhere, like drugstore, high-end, brands that you haven't even heard about. They're making liquid lipsticks, and I am obsessed. I love liquid lipsticks. I find myself using liquid lipsticks more than I use my regular lipsticks, and I'm just telling you, like, and I'm so serious about that. The first one I want to tell you guys about is Lolita. This is by Kat Von D, and this was one of those liquid lipsticks that it was so hard to get your hands on because everybody and they mama wanted to get their hands on it. I did not get this one until after it died down a little bit, so love this color. This color is one of my all-time favorite colors in a liquid lipstick. It is a mauve color. You guys know I am obsessed with mauve. It is just a gorgeous mauve color. You can't really see it on camera. I just love it. It's a perfect everyday color that you can go for. You don't have to really be wearing a lot of makeup. You can just pop this on and it just completes the look. And I also can wear this in the workplace. It's not one of those colors that are just out there. It's just amazing. It's one of those great everyday colors that you can go to. And the next two liquid lipsticks I want to tell you guys about are the Anastasia Beverly Hills. These have been so popular, like, and these two colors that I'm about to tell you about are those colors that are so hard to get your hands on. I don't even know if they have them still online. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, maybe, I don't know. But love, okay, love. The first color I have is in Sepia. And then the next one is in the color Trust Issues. This is that burgundy / mauve color that is perfect for the fall. But if you ask me, I'm not going to just wear this in the fall time. I'm also going to wear this in the summertime because I love it that much. The formula is amazing. Like, I can wear these all day. I can drink water, I can drink juice, or whatever I'm drinking, it's still on my lips. And I can eat as well, and it's still on my lips. I can go throughout the whole day. I can be at work. I can come back home from work, and it's still on my lips. Okay, moving on to more lip products. These are actual lipsticks. These are the MAC lipsticks, and I have them both in the color Hug Me and Whirl. I was not introduced to Whirl until 2015, which was last year, and I think that's when, yeah, this is actually when this one came out, was last year. They do have the lip pencil, but this one came out after the lip pencil, and I've been connected to it. This is that Kylie Jenner lip, which I'm so over that, but this is the color in Whirl, and it's such a beautiful mauve, just a beautiful mauve everyday lip, and it is matte, so love it. And then the last I was about to say liquid lipstick. And then the last lipstick is Hug Me. This has been my all-time favorite lipstick ever by MAC. This is one of those lipsticks that I can throw on. I don't even have to have makeup on. Like it's just one of those lipsticks that you can just throw on and go. It's one of those colors that are like your lips but better. Love it. So yes. Okay, and the last lip product I want to tell you guys about are lip pencils, and I do have 4 of these. The first one I want to mention to you is, of course, the MAC Chestnut lip pencil. This is that perfect brown lip pencil that you definitely need in your collection. And then the last 3 lip pencils I want to tell you guys about are the Rimmel London Exaggerate lip pencils. Amazing. These are like probably my top favorite drugstore lip pencils ever. I love them because they twist up. I love how they made them like that, and the colors are gorgeous. I have them in the color, this one is Ultimate. This is a beautiful brown color. It kind of reminds me of chestnut, but it's a little bit lighter than chestnut. And then the next one I have is in Rich. This is that beautiful mauve color, that Kylie Jenner lip color. That is amazing. And then I also have it in the color Enchantment. This is a beautiful pink. Like, it's a beautiful pink magenta color. It kind of looks mauve in the packaging, but once I put it on my lips, it's more magenta than anything. Gorgeous. I love these. They are so creamy, and that's really why I am so connected to these, because it's not often that you find that lip pencil that is very pigmented, that is very creamy on the lips. It's not often you find those, and the Rimmel London Exaggerate lip pencils are that. Okay, last but not least are brushes. Now, I have been so obsessed with makeup brushes this past year, and right now, like, I find myself collecting makeup brushes for no reason at all. But I did want to tell you guys about the ones that I reach for the most. The first one I want to tell you guys about is the NYX foundation brush. These just came out last year. This is in the, it doesn't really have a name, but it is the number 3. I used to use a beauty blender to blend out my foundation, but ever since I saw that video on YouTube about the bugs in my beauty blender, I have been trying to stay away from those things. Like, I know maybe that's not true, maybe it is true, but I kind of been staying away from those for right now. But I find myself reaching for this NYX foundation brush the most. Love it. And then the next brush I want to tell you guys about is a brush by e.l.f. I use this to set my under eye concealer. A lot of you have been asking me what type of brush I use, and that is the e.l.f. brush. This is the pointed foundation brush. As you can tell, I don't use it for foundation, but I do use it to set my under eye. And then the last brush I want to tell you guys about is the NARS Ida Kabuki brush. I think it's Ida or Ida. But this brush is amazing if you are just now getting into contouring or sculpting out your face or anything like that, even bronzing. This brush is perfect, and it really gives you a nice chiseled sculpt look. It's so easy to use, so soft, amazing, love it. Okay, so that was everything that I had been loving for this past year of 2015. We are now in 2016, so Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I hope you guys stayed to the very end. If you did, thank you, and welcome to all of my new people that are watching my videos. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, definitely go ahead and click the subscribe button. It's down below. It's free, so definitely go ahead and click subscribe to stay up to date with my videos. And I think that is all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and give it a huge thumbs up, and make sure to share it on all of your social media platforms. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.